Hello there, friends and followers and Mercedes enthusiasts. This is a video on the MCS1 found in the Mercedes, I think it's like 2003, 2004, 2005, ML320 and ML500 and other variants. So my objective today was to remove the MCS1 from the car or truck, which I did, and I want to check out the DVD player, which is not playing my navigation maps very well, if at all. So I removed the unit from the car, and you can remove the DVD unit from the actual MCS box. So here's how the MCS box looks with the front cover down. And you want to remove this top cover first. And the top cover has this unit down here inside, which is the actual DVD. There's a plug on the back that you have to unplug from the DVD. There's only one plug. There's actually two plugs going into the DVD. It looks like there could be like a communication plug here, and there's this large multi-plug, which you got to get out. Once those are taken out, and that one plug is right there on the side of the DVD. The other plug is in the back here. It's a gray plastic plug. Once those are out, you can pretty much lift this whole unit out. Once you lift out the DVD, you can remove these screws here and here, and you'll find the top will come off it. And this is a struggle to get off because there's some catches in the back here that are right here. It make it hard to take apart. So once you get that done, you can take off the front panel if you care to. There's a couple of screws here and here. There's some catches right here. The front panel comes off, but it has a wire for the eject button, so you don't want to pull too hard. There's a bit of slack in the wire left, so you can pull the wire out. Anyway, I'm taking this all apart because I want to access the laser diode in this thing. Let's see if I can clean it, or at least brighten up the laser diode with a potentiometer in here. I've watched a lot of YouTube people fixing regular DVD players in their house, and I thought, well, I tried cleaning this thing with a cleaner CD, it didn't work. So anyway, you can loosen up some screws then to get this DVD player out. And let me see. Okay, there are 4 of them. So you have to go down through here, and the screws are located here, here, and where else? I think, okay, right here. In here, and those go to 4 posts. So once those are out, you can pick this whole thing up and take it off. There is a ribbon cable you got to get off. There's the ribbon cable, which I've taken off. I'll turn this unit over and show you how that works, if I can find some room here. So the ribbon cable is, everything is glued in because this thing's going in a truck, which vibrates. So everything is sort of been glued in so it won't fall apart. All the screws have Loctite on them. So let's turn this over, and the cable goes in here, and I just used a screwdriver to push these notches out, and once these notches are out, the cable will come out. So here, I'll show you how that works. You can push the notch in here a little bit. That would lock the cable, and to unlock it, you want to just push this thing here, and it comes out, and the cable unlocks. And you can pull the cable straight out, and that gets your DVD player entirely free of the DVD carrier and the motherboard in there. So now here's the MCS1 DVD player. It's not a CD player. This is a bona fide DVD player, which is in the 2000, I think 4 and 5, maybe the 6. So I did remove a few little screws here. I want access to the laser diode, and you think that's easy? No, but I could take out this little piece here. So this is the part that has the motor and the part that spins it. And I took this little thing off here with just 2 screws here. And I had to get like a jeweler's screwdriver, which I'll show you. Okay, so I've been using this screwdriver, which I got from Abershon Hardware here in the Northeast. A 00 bit. That will take off these little tiny screws here, which are these little ones right here. And then you can lift this thing off. I don't really want to go any further into the guts of this thing than I am now. because I'll probably destroy it. So this is as far as I want to go. Anyway, so I've been trying to crank the laser diode up to a point where I can see it, and I succeeded in that. So I'll turn this thing over and show you how that works. Okay, so here's the laser diode pack right here. And here is the worm screw gear. So I was able to use a screwdriver and crank that worm screw. So I was able to put a screwdriver into here, into those notches. I must have used a small one here. Let me see where I put the small screwdriver at. This is like a kitchen table, so I'm not that organized here, unfortunately. Anyway, long story short was I put a small, tiny jeweler's screwdriver in here to crank the worm gear to bring this laser diode pack into view. And so when you look at this thing, it's pretty wild. They have, it looks like there's 2 laser diodes in there that are firing, or perhaps one's the diode transmitter and one's the receiver. I'm not sure how it works, but it looks like it goes into this little optical, I would say it looks like an optical mirror or something that'll move the beam from horizontal to vertical toward the DVD. Now, what I have watched on YouTube a lot was people were able to vary the current through the laser diode to bring it back to life. Because this car is old. It's like a 2005. So if you look at this thing carefully, you'll find there's a potentiometer, and I'm looking for it now. There was a potentiometer. I could see that you could crank to change this thing up and down. Maybe now I've run this thing too far out where you can't see it, but there was like a pot on this thing. Okay, where is it? It was on the side. Bear with me here. There it is. Okay. So I'm thinking the potentiometer is right there. Do you see that part there with a little red on it? That looks like the current pot to crank and give this guy some more current. So I'm probably going to give that thing a small little crank clockwise to see if it'll do anything and not blow the thing out, but yet read DVDs. This thing is barely reading DVDs right now. Barely reading the burned DVDs I have. So I found I can see the actual optical lens of this thing, and it's really hard to see, but if you look under here, under this part here and in that hole, there's an optical lens in there. There it is. Okay. You see that little crystal dome in there? That's the actual lens. So that's something I want to try to clean with something. I'm thinking about just going out and blowing some compressed air and blowing that thing off. I don't know if I can even access it. But that's the actual transmitter receiver lens, I guess, for the DVD. Some of these things seem to have a laser diode for the DVD and one for the CD. The CD in this changer does work, and it reads the DVD somewhat, but not very well for the navigation. So that's my objective, is to get this thing working again. I'm half tempted to buy a new radio from a junkyard on eBay or something and just not do this, but oh well, it's not a great way to spend my life or my Saturday, but this is what I'm doing. So this is how, again, to clean your laser diode and set the current on a MCS I Mercedes ML500 ML320. And again, here's the carrier for it with the front that you've seen before. Doesn't really say DVD on there, does it? And I don't know. This has been a real mess. But there's a fan in there. It looks like that fan's still spinning. So this is a pretty complicated little unit that needs cooling. Here's the radio removal tools that I bought. Those worked out quite well to get this radio out. These are on Amazon for like $5 or something. All right, so maybe this will help you, give you confidence to do this, or maybe avoid it. I don't know, but it's probably gonna be a few hours here messing around. I'm already like 2 hours into this, so it might take most of a Saturday to figure this thing out. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.